This is Kathy Hansen, and this is your back pocket strategy for the week. How many of you are interrupted all the time at work? Did you know that on average it takes 16 minutes once you're interrupted to get back to the task at hand? Did you know that on the average American worker spends 4 hours a week not working due to interruptions? That's totally inefficient. So I know that it's sometimes hard when the interruptions are people. I've had videos that I've done about interruptions that are your choice, like email notifications, turn them off and proactively go look at them. I know people freak out, but then they do it and they love it. You need to take control of these interruptions, and you need to be more effective and more productive at work, okay? And you don't like the interruptions because you're trying to concentrate. So many organizations right now have these open cubicle forums, and people can walk by and they can interrupt you all the time, and they think they're just saying hi, but it takes you 16 minutes on average to get focused back onto the task at hand. And as we know, even if your corporation has quiet rooms, which is awesome, I would be spending my entire day in a quiet room because that's how much work I'd want to get done, right? So we can't do that. So what's the solution to being interrupted by people? I want you to take the lead. I want you to be a problem solver for your team. If everybody is interrupting everybody, and I mean physically, and you can't get things done when you're at your desk, I want you to be routinely scheduling things away at your quiet room, but you always have to be at your desk. So I suggest that if you're the boss or if you report to the boss, that you sit your team down and you say, this situation is really not conducive to being highly productive because we're getting interrupted so much because we've changed locations or we've switched the way our cubes work or whatever, and I really want to get more work done. So how about this? How about if we create a way for all of us to communicate and ask questions once or twice a day, and we all know where that place is. There's software that you can buy that a lot of corporations have for team projects that you can put your questions into. Or you could say the old-fashioned way, can everybody meet for 10 minutes in the morning, talk about what projects they're working on, ask any questions that you have, and then meet again at 2 o'clock or have a question box or something so that you're not interrupted all the time. It's very hard to be efficient and effective when you're interrupted all the time. Your boss should know this, and your boss should not be the one interrupting you. If you need data, I have a time diary sheet, and all the way down the left-hand side has a little tick mark for interruptions. You can do it yourself. I had somebody do it and find out that they were interrupted 62 times in one day by humans. He took that information to his boss after I helped coach him, and he talked about problem solving that. Every organization has a way to problem solve that. So I want you to be thinking about how you can lead, communicate that interruptions are not good, be a team player and collaborate and say, hey, if it's question and answers everybody needs, I'm ready to help. But let's do that first thing in the morning and then once again in the afternoon if we're working on a team project. Let's not constantly interrupt each other all the time. Or I work better when, if you ask me questions in an email, something like that. You have to stop the humans interrupting you every single day. It's really not effective. And if you can take the lead on this and talk to your entire team, and if it's your boss who's doing it, you can take the data and say, I'm interrupted this many times, and she may not know that she's interrupting you that many times. Make it in black and white and say in a collaborative way, in a communicative way, this is not the most effective way for us to work, and I can't spend my whole day in the quiet room. That's your back pocket strategy for the week. Make it a great week.